Well, Councilwoman, I'll say right back at you. You've always been first in line to support all of these initiatives that support our community that's struggling. So thank you for your leadership. As Councilwoman LaFortune mentioned, this should be a right, and every low-income tenant throughout the city qualifies for this. I believe that we are the only city outside of New York City in the country that now offers this for low-income tenants. So that's definitely a point of pride. Next, I'd like to ask Councilwoman Mary Kay Harris to come in and say a few words. And she's been a champion and a stalwart supporter of these programs that support the most need in our community. So, Councilwoman, can you share a few words?
Thank you. Good morning, all. Thank you so much. First of all, I want to thank everyone for being here. I'm going to go by my colleagues by the names that they already called, and I want to thank them for their effort and all that they have invested in. I want to thank you all for being here today, too. This is a very important initiative that is happening today, so this is a good place to be. This is a good spot to be today. When I talk to my neighbors throughout South Providence, the neighborhood which I represent, there is no doubt that people are still struggling from what the pandemic left behind. The results of what the pandemic, this historical pandemic left behind. Many people are still trying to get themselves together. As you know, we go into the store to buy food. Food is, outrageous now, the price of food. Gasoline is also out of control. So we know that a lot of these things that our neighbors are going through is really hurting their pocketbooks. And so you will find yourself sometime in a position of not having money for rent. And maybe that might be your first experience of not having money for rent. And you may have a landlord that just don't want to cooperate. I've heard earlier, sometimes this is an initiative just to push people out. I've heard Councilwoman LaFortune say she's experienced that in some of her work in the community. There's many neighbors that themselves find themselves in this predicament. They are falling behind monthly in their rent. The Eviction Defense Program that we are announcing today will provide more breathing room for the tenants up to another year, and that is really important because we don't know right now what's going to happen after this inflation. So that year really matters to many people. And it's important for tenants facing evictions to have options. This program will give them the tool to legal negotiation and compromise with landlords, and hopefully provide them with the opportunity to stay in their homes. Again, I want to thank you for being here this morning. I want to thank the mayor for all his effort of pushing this. I want to thank everybody behind me for all the work they have done. I want to thank DARE for their diligence and constant trying to find ways to help parents, people, children, students stay in their homes. So again, I want to thank you, and thank you again, Mayor, for having me today. Thank you.